And I'm going to let the Executive Director of Stand With Us Canada, Merle Cates, introduce herself and introduce the organization to you. Stand With Us is no stranger to me personally, because I'm a transplant from Los Angeles, which is the point of origin of this organization called Stand With Us, which is an advocacy organization on behalf of the State of Israel, which focuses primarily on college and university campuses to be able to counteract the tremendous amount of propaganda against Israel that is currently taking place. And so when I heard that Stand With Us was opening a branch here in Toronto, I immediately got in touch with the president and founder of Stand With Us in LA and told her that we wanted to be involved. And that's how Merle and I got a chance to get to know each other. It's a wonderful organization. It's worthy of your attention and your support. And once again, when we heard that there was a reverend and a member of parliament from South Africa that was willing to take a stand, a principled stand, a religious stand on behalf of the State of Israel, to be able to dispel this myth of apartheid, it filled us with tremendous inspiration to hear that we have yet another friend of Israel from the righteous Gentiles of the world. And it was therefore a great privilege for us to be able to work together with Stand With Us to invite Reverend Meshwe to speak with us tonight. So without further ado, I'm going to pass the mic over to Merle Cates, the Executive Director of Stand With Us Canada, and again, thank you all for coming.
Thank you so much, Rabbi, and we are really fortunate that we have the support of Rabbi Korobkin and Elaine Genovese and Nell Kennan, who have put this together with us tonight, and Stand With Us Canada really appreciates this. We're presenting Reverend Kenneth Meshwe tonight in partnership with ICEJ, International Christian Embassy, Jerusalem. You mentioned the Righteous Gentiles right here, National Executive Director, my wonderful friend Donna Holbrook. We do a lot of events together because we want to reach out, obviously, to a larger audience. So thank you for having all of us. I really want to appreciate that you said a little bit about Stand With Us. We are an international nonprofit based in LA, and we now have 18 chapters around the world, on campuses and in regions all across the US, Paris, the UK, and believe it or not, in Israel, because they need us on campus there too. To stand for Israel, to try to fight against the lies and the hate, and to try to educate and empower students who are our future, and we believe the future of Israel. And you're having trouble hearing? Is that better? I'm sorry. There are some Stand With Us materials outside. We have many, many educational materials, posters, signs. Our Emerson Fellow, our first Toronto Emerson Fellow, on a scholarship to stand for Israel and find other people on her York University campus who are proud enough to educate about Israel. And Jessica Cherkasov is here, and the other students. We've just recently come back from LA, where we held a campus leadership conference called Israel in Focus. And I saw 185 inspiring college students who were willing to stand for Israel on campus and educate others about the truth of Israel. We have just begun. It's less than a year, but I'm proud to say that I mentioned Jessica Cherkasov before. She is our first Emerson Fellow at York University, and we should all applaud her. She and only a few other students are really on the front lines of a battle for Israel and Jewish people, because it's not just all anti-Israelism. We all know it's morphed into anti-Semitism as well. And they're on the front lines of a war every day. Leon's standing in the back. He went to University of Toronto, Mississauga campus, and he was one of the few Jews on campus and reached out to us, and we worked together to try to make a difference. We believe that educating students to stand up for Israel and stand up together, not alone as a lone voice, is the way to try to influence people. And as Kenneth said, not the people on the hard right that hate us and never want to hear. But there's 80% of students or more in the middle that don't know anything about the Middle East. Would you like to talk about the posters you put up this week and kind of what you've been doing for Stand With Us?
Thank you, Meryl. Really, it's a really hard battle at York University, but we are really working hard as students and coming together and reaching out to our Jewish students and making them know that it's really important that we have to stand up, and it's our job as Jews in diaspora to stand for Israel, as well as reaching the 90% who are misinformed or know nothing, and we have to educate them before they're bombarded with propaganda from the other side. Now, what Meryl mentioned was this week what we did was we bombarded campus with pro-Israel posters, and it was pretty amazing because we saw students reading posters about Zionism, about diversity in Israel, the innovation, women's rights in Israel, things that they had no idea about. And the battle is that these posters are being torn down by anti-Israel students. So as soon as we put them up, a couple of hours later, they're down. Now, I still think it's important to put them up because students do read them and they come to us with questions, and we're there with the table and we want to tell them about Israel and what it really is. Because we have to have a presence and we have to make them understand that Israel is a democracy and it's a diverse place, and it's not what these anti-Israel students are telling them. So basically we have to stand strong. It's not easy, but it's our job as Jews and pro-Israel students on campus.
Yeah. There are cards outside, Stand With Us Canada cards that will tell you how to get in touch with us so that we can do more to support students like Jessica and make sure that we have a future for Israel and the education about the truth instead of lies. Thank you, everyone.